You fucking piece of shit. Let's see what you got.
Oh, hey.
No, stop. There we go. There we go. Everyone's used to those intros for me by now. How's it going, people? This is our Wednesday night. I have got Drake and Edward from a band called Duck Soup. Fellas, have you ever had duck soup?
Nope. I have not.
Is it a delicacy that is like local to South Dakota?
It is not. It's actually a hand grease remover at some point in time.
A hand grease remover?
Yeah, so that's how it kind of got to be the name. We had kind of like a tin of it on the wall. That was Ed's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are way younger than I thought you'd be. From hearing the music, you sound like you've been playing a long fucking time. Because it's good. It's damn good, guys. How did you guys get together? What got you started?
Well, I am originally from Rapid City, but I graduated high school in Scottsbluff. I moved back up here after the fact, and my stepbrother actually is a mutual friend. Well, he's my stepbrother, and he's one of his friends. And we just kind of met that way at a house party, played some Magic the Gathering and stuff, and then kind of just kicked it off from there. We didn't start playing until like 4 or 5 months after the fact.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick. So who does what? You play guitar, I'm assuming, Drake? Or
yeah, I play guitar and vocals when there's vocals.
And Ed, you got the drums, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. That's good, man. I like that. Do you guys like being just a two-piece?
Yeah, I mean, it makes it easier for sure. For sure.
Bullshit. Less bullshit. Bass players fucking suck, dude. They're grumpy, grumpy bastards half the time, I find. No offense, bass players. They also take shit personally. No, that's cool. How would you guys, for people who've yet to hear you, how would you guys kind of describe your sound? Because a name like Duck Soup, I wasn't sure what the hell to expect, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Then, like I said, when I finally gave it a proper listen today, I was like, oh, fucking right. That's really good. It's really good.
Appreciate it. I mean, I don't know. Like, we weren't ever sure what we wanted. We knew we wanted to not be like super like in a box, I guess, you know. Mm-hmm. But we both kind of come from both sides of the spectrum, music-wise. I like to stick with like the roots of blues, and before I moved up here, I was studying jazz like a little bit, but nothing too into it. But and then Ed is into his own thing.
It's like just like hard rock and metal and like progressive metal and stuff. I'm really into like progressive metal drummers, so I guess that's where I take a lot of my influence from. But I also do have like a lot of somewhat of a history, like playing like blues and jazz and stuff like that, just like on my own.
Right.
And I don't know, that kind of just fizzled into each other, became my style.
That's good. That's good. I was sitting there listening. I was like, it does sound like you have definite jazz influences for sure, and I like that. I like that a lot. That's good, dudes. Seriously, like what the fuck? That EP is killer. When did that come out? That was 2020, EP? But yeah.
Yeah. We started recording in February at Trichotomy Studios with Jerry Sutton here in Rapid City. Nice. He's good at what he's doing, and but we started recording there. It came out on May 15th. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So kind of right in the heat of the pandemic.
Jesus Christ! And how are you all doing down there from that shit?
Oh well, I think we're like number 2 reading in cases or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's not a good thing, right? Yeah, right. That's what I have to tell people here. Yeah, you're a little close, but
we believe the laws of evolution and go by the word of God here in South Dakota.
You're fine then. COVID is not of God. You are fine, children. It is fine. The whole thing is just insane. Up here where I'm at, I'm in Saskatchewan, so I'm kind of straight up from you guys. Like probably 6 hours away, 8 hours away or some shit. I've been to North Dakota, but not South Dakota. But up here now, like when it hit in March, we had fuck all for cases, man. We had dick. Like It's only been in the last week that we've gotten just fucked. Like people are just like, meh, screw
Right.
it, we're bored, it's fine, And I get that to a point, but it's still like, well, still gotta be a little bit careful. we had 100 and some active cases last week, and now we're over 1,200 this week. It's fucked up. It goes fast, and we're just small. We're a small province. We have like 4 hospitals, so it's kind of like shit. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that's
So,
my COVID update for everybody wondering. It's fine. I'm still kicking. It's all good. But let's say so you got okay. So Ed, you said you like the progressive drummers and things like that, and you got Drake. You got your blues and jazz influences. Who are some of your guys' favorite musicians you like?
So I guess I take inspiration from drummers and guitarists too, like and bass players even. So like for me, a drummer would be like if it was like progressive, like metal or anything like that, it would probably be like Matt Garska from like Animals as Leaders.
Nice.
And like for guitarists and stuff like that, like I really like Eric Johnson, Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mario Camarena from Chon.
Okay.
Just I don't know. I just take influence from a bunch of different because sometimes their playing will be something that I can wrap myself over with my drums. So like sometimes they'll create like a nice riff, and usually the drummer's duty is to go after it's been created and layer on top of it with their drums. Sometimes that happens, but yeah, that's pretty much my whole deal.
Your whole deal. That's awesome. Love it. That's good.
I don't know his name. Like first, like right now, I'm fascinated with the guitarist from I believe they're from Germany, Mother's Cake. As a musician, he's phenomenal. He's got a voice like Michael Jackson to me, and his just guitar playing is
crazy.
Ripped. Yeah, so I don't know his name unfortunately, but I've been listening to a lot of Mother's Cake. Les Claypool is one of our like mutual inspirations and whatnot. Primus is one of my favorite bands, and but I don't know. I take a lot from more kind of like bass players like Flea and stuff because I've been trying to take that approach with my guitar with just being a piece.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's sick. That's sick. Well, you named some good ones for sure, man. Like Les Claypool's a legend forever. He'll always be a fucking legend. Primus are just great. I love Primus. And to you two are fucking Animals as Leaders are ridiculous. You kind of combine the two of those things together, and I could see that now. I could get it. That's cool. That's really cool. I thank you again for sending me that I Beggar song. I think that was my favorite one. What's the story behind that one, guys? Let's crack the whole fucking thing open. I love that.
All right, yeah, for sure. I don't know. So I wrote the lyrics for that song, and it started with just me kind of messing with that blues lick in the beginning, and then I was kind of messing with it, got bored, wanted to kind of turn it up, so I just clicked the distortion pedal and the octave pedal after playing it, and then I kind of discovered the riff. But writing the lyrics, the story wise behind the words, it was I kind of just approached it with having like an image, and I saw just a person sitting on the streets in the bakery, and I just kind of thought, what would that person's kind of story be, I suppose.
That's cool.
And, yeah, there's like lines of like bowls of dope and that stuff for breakfast and whatnot, and yeah, just kind of how that life would be and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool. I liked it a lot. It's nice to hear. It's nice to hear that storytelling as well. It's not uncommon in metal and rock and things like that. But to hear, that's you're playing like your hard rock jazz music, but that's like a folk songwriting technique to tell a story, right? And I like that. I love music that just blurs the lines and puts everything right into one fucking blender away you go, and that's awesome, man. The whole it was like six songs on the EP, right?
Yeah.
See, now you need to do 20 songs on the next one.
All right, yeah. We got
Six was too few. You got okay, good.
Yeah, we just didn't get the money yet. We want to keep working with Jerry as much as possible, but definitely want to keep, providing funds for him too for his work.
Well, yeah, 100%. That's the hardest fucking part. And that's the people that understand. I think, that asshole at Spotify, whatever the fuck his name is, saying that, if you're not putting out an album every however long, you're useless, basically. It's like, well, fuck you, man. How can you afford to do this shit? Like, you guys spend, I don't know how much you spend, but like when I do an album, sometimes it's like fucking $500-600, whatever, like for a couple tracks. It's like, holy fuck, like how can I? I don't know about anybody else, but that's a lot of fucking money. Like,
for sure.
To try and keep pumping that into something like it takes a lot of time and effort, and just back off. Like that's why I try to fucking do this podcast, is to just spread the word a little bit in some way, to get some
cool.
listeners.
At a time.
Fuck, man, it's good. Like, it's just, and there's a lot of shitheads out there, and you guys said you're young in the industry or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But just anyone that says they'll put you on a playlist if you pay them, just tell them to suck a dick, because obviously that's bullshit. Anybody that's charging money to do this is a fucking moron, loser, and stay away from them. That's it. Tell me, I'll take care of it. And that's it. Like that's the biggest one, is all these guys asking for money for shit. And even same with I had a guy I talked to one time, or I was supposed to talk, I had to reschedule, I still got to reschedule, but he said, he asked me for an interview. He said, okay, now what does this cost? And I said, well, nothing. Like, I don't charge for this. And he's like, well, that's interesting. I said, what do you mean? Is that interesting? Did you hear something? Because he was talking shit, saying I charge money for this. It's as you can see, it's quite an elaborate place I'm in. My cats eat over there, and my fuck, like, fuck off. I don't charge for shit. And but he said that he just did an interview, and the people didn't tell him that there was a cost, and they aren't going to put it online until he pays them. So he went through all this trouble. So you just watch it, boys. Just watch it. I can tell you the good ones. I'll tell you the good ones to stick with if you want to do more of their shit. But don't fuck around with anybody wanting money for this, because anybody wanting to take money from an indie artist is a dickhead. Because you guys invest your ass off as it is to even get your craft out there. And then, for someone to have the balls to say, yeah, $50 I'll put on the place. Like, I paid like $800 for a song. Like, fuck you. Right. $50 for a playlist. My donation or my payment to your playlist is right here. You can have my song. I'll give you my song, but I'm not fucking paying you for it. Like, I hate that shit.
Yeah, man. No, that was cool. And I just kind of I saw you on Twitter, and I reached out. And, I wasn't really knowing what to expect, but it just was like, you want to set up a time, told you the day, and it was just like, right on, set on from there. It's pretty cool.
Fuck yeah. I love that. That's awesome. Makes me happy. I get fucking busy, guys. Like, I do this 5 nights a week. Like, I put out one tweet on Twitter, and I get a month worth of guests. Like, it's fucked up. So I appreciate you guys, because I know it sucks when you're booking like a little far ahead and plans change and stuff like that. So I appreciate you holding to your date and everything like that. Like, I'm always around. You just gotta wait a little bit sometimes.
For sure, man. Cool. Oh yeah.
Good. I'm hoping to have Max Cavalera back on the 27th. Hopefully, I talked to him once before. He's fucking sick. So hopefully, fingers crossed. God damn it. We'll see. See what I can do. But in the meantime, I solely exist, like I said, to help get the word out for you guys. So, where can your album's available everywhere online, right? It's on Spotify, all that shit. Do you guys have it up on Bandcamp at all?
No, we're still building our Bandcamp page at the moment. I'm trying to get merch somewhat set up, at least an option for it. But but we got Spotify. We're on Spotify, Apple. We did the whole DistroKid package pretty much.
Yeah, DistroKid. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. What are you thinking of doing for merch, shirts and shit?
I've been researching a little bit here and there, comparing prices, but I haven't really settled on anything yet. Yeah. If you got any recommendations, I could definitely take some. Yeah, it's true. And we do have our own screen printing. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's called like a Cameo 4, but it's basically just like it's like a printer.
Yeah.
But you make your own like textured vinyl like logos and stuff like that.
Yep.
And you can get an iron and you can like do it.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Or something, or you can even like make a water bottle or something like that. Like it's super versatile. So we that's pretty much free for us because we have one. I have one at my house, and then the place where I work at also has one. So it's kind of like it's free. So yeah. Like just
might as well. Fucking right. You just go and find some wholesale shirts or whatever, and make your money and fucking hand over a fist. $20 a shirt. Fuck your shit.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's $20 American a shirt. That's more than $20 Canadian. I'll tell you that. That's good. I can do that. Do that. I'd say just because I'm a loser, I'd say get a fucking vinyl. Print a vinyl. It's so expensive. But do a vinyl anyways. For your full length album, record a vinyl. And then mail me one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. There's merch is crazy because like like you're talking about your printer you can do fucking anything with that. You could do fucking keychains, you could do wallets, whatever you want if you got something like that. Yeah. Do a whole thing. Just fucking go for it. If it's not costing you shit, just fucking see how weird you can get with it. There's like a duck soup undies and fucking toques and whatever you gotta do. Edward's like, yeah. Perfect. Yeah. See what happens, boys. You never know. You gotta just do it. Just try it.
Sure.
It's good. So you'll sit on this one for a while until you can get back in the studio and everything like that. How long did this one take you to write?
So we were playing for about a year and a half, almost on 2 years by the time it got to be recording, and we put out a couple like homemade DIY demos and stuff. But we just kind of wanted to make something that had the same sound all around. We could just put money into it, so we had to put the time to it and really just focus on it. So we had the material sitting before we even put the money down.
Yeah, so you're ready to go. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's the way to do it, honestly. You're prepared before you go to the studio because nobody wants to go to a studio and start writing the album in the studio.
Absolutely.
Fuck, man, you're paying out the ass if you're doing that. You got to have your shit ready to go.
Right.
Tight as you can be and just whatever. That's good.
We did have one song that's on the album that it was like the latest one, like the last one that we ever did like before we went and recorded it. And that was actually a prologue on there.
Nice.
On the album. That one was like, that one's really new. That one's like the
2 weeks before we recorded almost.
Right.
Nice. That's cool. That's awesome. And there's nothing wrong if you can afford that in the studio to just fucking write something there. Fuck, go for it. You got all the toys. Why not? Fuck it. Perfect. A lot of guys don't. I don't. I can never fucking do it. So. But what do you do? So you said you were playing Magic the Gathering, right? Is that what it was? I love that shit. That's so cool. I was looking at the cover art and I was like, what is in the one guy's hands? And I thought maybe it was like, okay, South Dakota, maybe they're blowing shit up. I don't know what they do in South Dakota. It's a fucking detonator or a pack of matches. Oh, no, those are game cards. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, that's cool. That's fine with me. I don't give a shit. That's cool. I know a lot of people that play that game, so there you go. That's hilarious. Well done. Just sitting in the woods playing some Magic. There you go. I like
it. Yeah.
But next album, Photoshop it so it's actually a detonator. I'm just kidding. Do what you gotta do. So what else? How else is life, boys? You're just doing the life in the pandemic and just fucking hoping for the best, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. I work in tourism. So
how's that been?
Well, it's been crazy. So like well, at least here in South Dakota, like, because when the pandemic started, we never closed up. We like had recommendations, and restaurants and everybody followed them until tourism season started. But yeah, like we had the Trump rally. We had the Trump rally was at Rushmore. There was the actual rally in Sturgis. It was a busy year for the tourism.
That's crazy.
So that's why it was massive.
Yeah, well, I heard about Sturgis and all that. Yeah, for sure. So is that like summertime is when it picks up for South Dakota? Because you guys probably get hammered with winter like we do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to an extent, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. What do you do, Ed?
I work at a school. I am the school is like a school for like Native American children, and my mom's a supervisor there, so she hooked me up with a job doing like maintenance and stuff like that, like lawn care and all that kind of stuff. Pretty much, I just kind of walk around, clean stuff up, go inside, clean stuff up, mow the property and stuff like that.
That's sick. Whatever. Fucking job's a job, man. That's cool. People gotta be happy to have something nowadays. Fuck, you never know.
Right.
You never know. That's great. I can dig it. I used to be a car wash fixer. Wow, what a fucking job that was, guys. Like those automatic car washes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I go there and clean that fucking shit out. People are fucking disgusting. They just throw shit. They throw shit out of their fucking cars. It's just like a fucking garbage disposal. But I got to play with the fire hose, which was fucking tight.
Whoa.
That was tight as hell. So you have to go like pull all the grates off this track. It's just like a fucking pit of fucking sand and shit and like used condoms and fucking gross shit. Disgusting. But the fire hose was sweet. Sweet. Totally sweet. I've had some fucking shitty jobs. That's fine. One day this will be my job, and then I'll say, "See, fuck you." That's fine. Fuck, man. What else? What else did I do, you guys? You watch anything good on Netflix? Anything like that? Or maybe you read. Maybe you guys read books. You know, you strike me as smart folk.
I mean, the only reading I do is like Divinity 2, Original Sin, Disco Elysium's like my favorite game right now.
Okay.
So I read those games, but I don't do a lot of book reading. I haven't read a book since like high school.
I don't really either.
Fair enough. I don't read either. Fucking.
But I mean, I don't know. We play Magic. We play a lot of video games. We both just got some like the Oculus Quest 2s. So both kind of messed around with VR. Play a lot of video games and whatnot. So yeah.
That's cool. You guys going for the PS5 or new Xbox and shit like that?
Nah, I'm rolling on PC, so I'm famous.
Oh, see, there you go. Yeah, take that.
We're balling out on PC right now. We just got done building gaming computers, and they're like really good. They're like pretty good. They're like top tier, somewhat top tier computers.
They're all right.
They're all right.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah. Good work, boys. That's what you gotta do. Just build the fucking thing. Fuck it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Love it.
That's what it's all about.
Resourceful, industrious is good.
When it comes to like computers and stuff, we're like kind of big nerds. Like we like that kind of like Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, PC gaming stuff. Like it's kind of our
That's
thing.
shit, man. That's cool. Whatever. I played Diablo and shit. I'm with it. I like RPGs. It's cool, man.
That's what we're
I've got a fucking supercomputer. I used to have I still have. I have just an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3 and a Wii, and that's it.
I wish those games are priceless.
Fun to fucking mod for sure. I did that.
Hell yeah.
You have to. I mean, I didn't. I would never do anything illegal. That's fine. It was like that when I got it.
Just a modded
Wii. Remember?
It's modded. I don't care. My Wii's modded.
It's fine. It's the best, man. Like, fuck, I want to play a Super Nintendo game. I'll just, oh, there you go. Done.
Yeah.
Perfect. I used to have when the first PlayStation came out, I put a fucking chip in that thing too. And that was the best. You just go to like Blockbuster. Well, back in my day, like when Blockbuster was around, you go there and just rent like fucking 18 games and just fucking burn them all and you're set forever. Forever.
Yeah. I never like bought games because we could never really afford to buy new games.
You could find games.
Yeah, so we like went to Blockbuster and this place called Mr. Movies. I don't know if anywhere else has it, but Mr. Movies is like basically Blockbusters, but like they don't have as big of a selection. But we rented games growing up. We never really bought games.
Yeah, we'd always rent too. I just wish they had. Sometimes you get like the sweet 7-day rental. Did they have that at Mr. Movies? You're just fucking pumped. Or they always like the 2-day because that wasn't enough time.
Yeah, they did. They did actually. I think the longest you could do was like 2 weeks or something like that.
Fucking right. That's awesome. Just enough time. That's sweet. That's it. Do you guys remember they had a game for? I think maybe they had a game for. I think it was PlayStation 2 called Champions Return to Arms, and it's like an RPG. And it's the best game I've ever played in my life. You guys would like it if you like Magic the Gathering and stuff. Find it. Get a ROM on your computer and away you go. ROMs don't touch those fucking super machines, do they? You don't put ROMs on those fancy computers, boys.
I mean, yeah.
Never.
Totally, yeah, no ROMs.
I was trying to get that one of those N64 emulators working on my Wii, and I fucking never could. I can never find a good one. And a PlayStation one, you know? Like, come on. Fuck.
I got a Wii U emulator on my computer.
There you go.
Playing, Breath of the Wild on my computer right now because I don't have a Switch.
Yeah, see, I want a Switch. That would be fun. Those are
cool.
Those look fun as hell. I want to get the new Xbox, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time, right? Like, I sit there and have these fucking stupid ideas, like, hey, I should get this, and waste a bunch of money. And it's like, well, when am I going to play the fucking thing? Never. Fair enough. Probably never. Yeah. But I could say I have it, and it's there if I want it to be, or I could just shut the fuck up and play my 360 game. I remember I got my 360 about 6 years too late because some new Call of Duty game came out. And I was like, well, all right. I called my buddy who worked at a pawn shop. He sold me a fucking new 360. Like, it still had the fucking plastic shit on it. And like a monitor for $100. I was like, holy fuck. That's a deal and a half. And that fucking thing still works. I got that like 12 years ago. Fucking laughing my ass off. The 120 gig hard drive too, the big one. So fucking deadly. I still can't believe it works. I bought my PS3 from them too. It still fucking works like a dream. I just got that like 2 years ago. What the fuck?
Was it the Xbox 360 that had the clip-on hard drive where you could just like clip it on? Was it that one? Okay, all right. Yeah, I remember that one. I had that one, but mine was like a 60 gig hard drive or something like that.
60 gig. I had the fucking big one on it. And the wireless adapter, just rocking. Right. Fucking, I miss video games. I'm gonna make time. I'm gonna quit doing this fucking podcast and play video games. Everybody, I'm canceling all my appointments for December. I've got to play some Need for Speed or some shit. I don't know. Whatever I can find. I went through a period of my life where all I did was buy video games on like the Xbox Gold or whatever. And I realized that even if you don't have them on your hard drive, they're still linked to your accounts. You can go back and re-download them if you got rid of them. I thought that was fucking sweet. I was like the hero of the day for my kid the other day. He's like, "Oh, I wish I could play this game. It's some Mickey Mouse game." I was like, "Yeah, me too. Too bad." Like, "Oh fuck, wait, I think I had that one time." I was like, "Oh, I fucking did download it. Here you go, child." You know? "Oh, Dad, you're the best." I was like, "Yeah, fucking right. Thanks, Xbox." Then I went on a quest to see what I used to have on there. I had some fucking decent shit. Go back and re-download a bunch of crap. whatever. One day. Anyways, enough about my video game shit. What's going on for the weekend? You guys just gonna go out there and just fucking start shredding some shows and shit like that? Get famous, go on tour?
So, I mean, we're working on putting out a video for something and talking about maybe doing another, like a single for the winter.
Nice.
Possibly. It's just kind of up in the air. But we're definitely going to do some just simple videos, probably we're going to try for each song in the EP. Just some simple.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. So,
yeah, hopefully pick up some shows here and there too in between.
What's the music scene in South Dakota like where you're at? Is it fucking bumping or is it just like eek?
It's so like here in our town, Rapid City, we like as far as like shows and stuff like that goes, like we do have like a music community scene thing going on. It's primarily like punk music and like folk and stuff like that.
A lot of folk,
sometimes metal too, but when it comes to like stuff that I don't know, like it's kind of the best way I could describe it is that there hasn't really been a huge explosion in kind of like music aspect of this town. Like, so it's pretty cool. It's not bad.
Definitely have our own little group, like a community.
Yeah, that's cool. You guys find it's hard to kind of like fit in with the community? Do you kind of stand out like a sore thumb because you're so good and everybody's just like, oh, wish I could play like Duck Soup, but I fucking can't.
We can't fit in. It sucks, but you know,
you sucks when you do. When you're a pioneer, it's hard, but it's got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Not to totally toot my own horn or anything like that, but I definitely had a friend, like a music scene friend that he works at a music shop here, and he told me, because I was in there buying some drumsticks. He's like, yeah, you guys don't even sound like you're from here. And I was like, oh
shit. Yeah,
wait,
yeah, you're right, we're global.
Cool,
yeah, we're global.
Well, yeah, when I saw the name Duck Soup and saw South Dakota, I thought, okay, I don't know. Probably not what I'm hearing now, honestly. But pleasant surprise. Super pleasant surprise, I think maybe a lot of people associate South Dakota with like country music, right? And like folk and like I love folk and punk and whatever, but I'm not huge on country, but folk and stuff, yeah, for sure, I'm done. But that's really cool, guys. I dig it. I'm a fucking fan for sure.
Much appreciated, man.
Thank you.
I hope people will check you out because I told Jeff and all my boys the radio shows to expect you. So start firing off those emails and they'll fucking play it.
Yeah, I already
Jeff will he'll play in December. He's pretty busy. He'll play.
Yeah.
Ollie in Germany is the one to get for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll play you. I'm gonna when I get done here, I do a radio show that airs on the UK in a couple hours. I'll play I Beggar on that this morning. And that'll be cool because you guys you'll get some listens on that for sure. It's fucking good, man. That's really good stuff. I dig it, and I like that you're a two-piece. I dig two-piece bands for some reason. I don't know why. It's just you're not missing anything from having like a five-piece band. You've got it.
Yeah.
Got what you need. You can sing like a motherfucker, Drake. Ed, you've got the double kicks like a motherfucker. You guys are good. You can shred. It's fine. That's all you need.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
That's good stuff. You get the Canadian thumbs up. Well, I'll let you guys go and get on with your night. I've taken up enough of your time. I'll post this right away. Fucking keep me in the loop with your videos, stuff like that. I'll happily promote it. I'm always around for legal advice. Just kidding. Don't ask me. But any questions or anything I can try to help you navigate if you're not that you need the help, but if I've been around the game for a while, so if you need, I'm here. Shoot me a DM.
I'll stay in touch, man, for sure.
Cool.
Appreciate everything.
Appreciate it, guys. Good luck to you. Thanks so much for your time. Nice to meet you. Peace out, guys.
So.